Another very popular exam questions is around S3 CORS. So if you request data from another S3 bucket, you will need to enable CORS. And basically CORS stands for Cross-Origin Resource Sharing, and basically allows you to limit the number of websites that can request your files in S3, and therefore you limit your cost. Because it would be quite annoying if you put an image of yours in S3 and all the websites in the world start referencing your image. It's a very popular exam question again, but I really want you to understand what goes underneath and not just you answering, oh, CORS is the answer. So let's take an example where we have a client and we have the bucket and my image bucket. So in my bucket will be my static websites, but in my image bucket will be my images. And so what the client does is that it connects to my bucket and it does a get on index.html. So he wants to get index.html page and the bucket replies, hey, here is index.html. It turns out that in the index.html file, I request a coffee.jpg file, and it turns out that this coffee.jpg is in another S3 bucket. So what my client does, and my client can be basically my web browser like Chrome, it will say, I want to get the coffee.jpg file, and by the way, here is my origin. Here is where I'm getting the websites from, which is my bucket.s3website.eu3, etc. And so my image bucket will basically say, hold on, I'm not giving you coffee.jpg unless your origin has been approved. And this is where you go in my image bucket and you will need to enable CORS or cross-origin resource sharing to basically say any request that comes from clients that have the origin that is a long URL right here that I've just referenced, these are fine. Any other, deny. And so when you set up CORS correctly, it says, okay, I access control allow origin for the domain you said to me, and here is the image. If CORS is not set up properly, then basically the image will not get through and the client will get a 404. So it is a very popular exam question. It just says the client has an index.html file and this file tries to access an image in another bucket, but it's not working. What's going on? Well, the answer most likely is that the image bucket or the other bucket does not have the proper CORS enabled or just CORS enabled at all. So I just went through this diagram so you fully understand what goes on. It's a very popular exam questions. Hope that helps, and I will see you in the next lecture.